August seems like quite a strange month really for sowing and planting things on the allotment. There seems to be quite a few mixed messages as well as to what is still good to plant and what it's too late for. However, scouring the internet and a few of the books that I've gathered over the past few months, I've managed to find a few things to plant. So in this video, I'm going to be popping 4 different sets of seeds into the ground so that we can carry on seeing what happens. Hello there, thanks so much for tuning in. So I'm Tim, here at My Carbon Coach, channel all about allotment life, eco-living, generally trying to be as green as possible. So thank you very much for tuning in for another week. Welcome back, and welcome if you're new here. Being attacked by wasps. So we've just had a very strange week this week. Extremely hot, crazy temperatures, and then torrential rain. So I'll be honest with you, I haven't actually really been up the allotment much over the past week. Firstly, it was way too hot to actually do any project work or gardening. Then it was way too wet to do anything. So I'll admit I've given myself a little bit of a week off. Came up obviously in the heat to water, just double checked everything sort of in the heavy rain. However, this is the first day. This is Monday, so I'm literally filming this and getting it out on the same day, where I've really been able to do anything. It's quite a mild temperature, still a little bit muggy to be honest, but everything is looking really nice up here. Wasp is back. Go away, Mr. Wasp. I know you're part of the ecosystem, but you aren't half a nuisance. I'm going to try and ignore it as much as I dislike wasps. The plan for this week is to have quite a simple, easy week, to be honest, because there's no time left on the week. So I've got hold of some seeds, and I've tried a company called Simply Seeds this time around to see what their seeds are like. So I've got some Pak Choi, and this is an F1 Goku variety. And it seems that it is still good to sow in August. I've then got myself some different radishes. These are French breakfast radishes, so these are more of your traditional sort of red and white looking ones rather than the radishes that I have tried to grow, which didn't turn out so well. I've then got myself some onion seeds rather than growing them from sets, and this is a variety called F1 Tough Ball. So we will see. It's a white onion. It's meant to be good for sowing now and overwintering, ready to be harvested in spring. And then finally, spring onions. I know, it seems ridiculous. Spring onions in summer/autumn. But apparently these are still able to be sown. These ones are from Wilco's. I've had these for a little while actually. They say they can only be sown up to June. However, pretty much all online knowledge seems to point that I'm still okay to just about squeeze them in now. So I'm going to give that a go. I don't know if it's the right variety though. These are white Lisbons. So we'll do a bit of trial and error. Yeah, I've had a lot of success sort of since I last did the plot tour. There's been some things that have grown like crazy. The sage, the basil, and the butternut squashes have been growing like crazy. The carrots, unfortunately, all seem to have died off, which is a real shame. Not quite sure what happened there. Might have been too wet. And it is Nasturtium City. So before we get sowing on these seeds, I just wanted to cover a couple of things. First thing, I wanted to give a massive thank you to a brand new patron of the channel. So this is someone who's decided that they want to support myself, My Carbon Coach, in all of my endeavours, from allotment growing to litter picking to my endeavours of environmentalism. So they want to remain anonymous, so we've come up with a code name of Doris. So thank you very much, Doris, for your support. It means an awful lot. And if you'd like to check out how you can help support the channel and My Carbon Coach in general, then please take a look at the link down in the description to my Patreon, and that'll explain everything there. So the second thing that I wanted to touch on before we get sowing these seeds is a little bit of nasturtium watch. So I'm going to get you off the tripod and we're going to take a tour around the plot so you can see exactly how prolific they all are, growing exactly where I don't want them. Here we go. So kicking off nasturtium tour, you can see straight away we've got a very pretty whole one there, but wrong place. Then moving around here, that's the basil. That's looking absolutely insane. I need to check whether it's cool to just like completely hack it back so that I can get some pesto on the go. Then down here, nasturtium, not where they need to be. Down here, even more. So yeah, going absolutely crazy. There's even one in that herb bed there. So I really don't understand it. From last week, you'll know that I've re-sowed some radishes in this area, but there's no sign of growth of them. So I'm not 100% sure what's happening there. The rocket still isn't looking fantastic. There's small signs of it doing well, but I think that's possibly a goner. And unfortunately, even more unsuccess. I don't want to use the word failure. Unsuccessful. The carrots have all died off. I don't know whether it was the heat or the wet. I'm not 100% sure. But where we are having success is these butternut squashes. These are looking absolutely fantastic. So yeah, absolutely loving the size of these leaves, and they all seem to be thriving, which I'm absolutely loving. So this area here is where I'm going to be sowing the new seeds. So big shout out to Bob, my father-in-law. Thank you very much for helping me to get this compost and topsoil from Wicks. Really appreciate the help. So yeah, I'm going to get round to sowing now. So there we go, that is a lot of brand new seeds sown, and you can just about see it in the background. So I've just gone in line, so at the far end where the carrots were, that's where I've sown the spring onions. Then I've done one row of the radishes, so we're going to have a competition between the rainbow radishes, the white, and the regular radishes, the red and white ones, just there at the end. Then I've put in 2 rows of Pak Choi. So really hoping that that comes through. I absolutely love Pak Choi. And then closest to me, I've got 2 rows of the white onion tough bore variety. I think I've followed the instructions as closely as I can. I've got them all lined up with little twine lines as well, so hopefully that will keep everything nicely identifiable throughout the growing season. I might do something a little bit more substantial with them if they turn out to not be so successful. Have to keep a watch out for pests, don't want any birds digging up these as they come up, and I've done my best to spread them out whilst I was actually sowing them so that there's less thinning out to be done like I had to do with the old radishes. So we'll see how that works. Everything's an experiment at this time, first year, so yeah, I'm not putting too much pressure on myself for being successful. So I'm actually back to work this Thursday. It's come around an awful lot quicker than I thought. I thought I'd have probably another week before going back to work, but I'm really excited for going back to work. It's going to be amazing to see everyone, the customers and friends. So I'm not too down about it. However, that might mean that productivity up here on the allotment slows down a little bit. I am going to do my best to maintain a once a week on a Monday video upload. However, you will have to bear with if I don't manage to achieve that, but I will, all things considered, be doing my best to deliver you 1 video a week still, and I'll keep you notified on social media if anything like that changes. So you can follow me on pretty much all social media platforms as My Carbon Coach, and all kinds of links are down in the description if you'd like to tap on any of those, including a link to my patrons. And I want to say thank you once again to Codename Doris for becoming a patron of the channel and helping me to achieve all of this. So thanks very much for watching. YouTube has selected some videos. If you'd like to peruse either of those, or if you wanted to subscribe, then here's a nice handy little picture here. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of your plots, and have a fantastic week. See you soon.